What is going on, everybody? It is Sunday. It is after 1400 hours, and this is a Redemption of the Phoenix OG Cut update. So last night, I worked on this bitch for 6 hours and 5 minutes. Yeah! 6 hours and 5 minutes. I got up to I knocked out 10 pages. I'm up to page 40 of 55 for the handwritten pages, 57 pages typed, with 27,112 words. I'm happy. So, what did I work on this time? So, um, I got through the Battle of Dennabar, which was easy. Putting in a lot of, like I've said this many times. Um, working the original story. I kind of want to. Well, actually, no, I wrote this last night on my Facebook post. I kind of want to work on it and retool it so it comes out better, but I don't know if I really want to put all that energy into it though. I mean, it's a damn good story. It's just it needs a lot of fucking work. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun, but at the same time, it's just a lot of work and shit. And typing it and knowing that I worked 6 hours on this bitch, I feel good about that. Like, wow. Because I was like, no, I'm going to work all the way till SNL comes on. So I did. I started at 1700 hours and finished at 2305. Exactly. Because I was like, man, because originally I was going to try and knock out all the pages, but I was starting to get a little winded around 10. So I decided to say, fuck it. And, yeah, packages. There we go. I decided to say fuck it and just, stop at page 40. That way I have 15 pages left to work with. So, what I'll work on it today, probably in a couple of hours, actually. I'm just going to take I want to relax for a little while before I jump into something like that. What did I discover last night? More shows that inspired my stuff. When I typed up Lucius picked Vanessa up in a rescue carry, that reminded me of the show Son of the Beach. If you don't know what that is an old FX show from the 2000s. Yeah, if you do remember it, yeah, it was a short-lived thing. The lifeguard's name was Don Johnson, I think, or something like that. It was a stupid parody of Baywatch, but it was really funny to watch. Um, yeah, the big, like the hunk bodyguard was gay, which was funny. That cracked me up. Um, or everybody thought he was gay and kept trying to hook him up with different chicks or something. I forget. I haven't watched it in Christ, probably 15 years, maybe. I think that's when it debuted in 2005. Might have been a little bit later. I'm not sure. Um, More stuff from Blade. Um, Trying to think what else. Van Helsing. There was something else that I remembered. Oh, Blood Rain. Yeah, that movie. Yeah. And you watched Blood Rain? Yeah, I liked it. Unrated, it's really good. I liked it. But enough to like really enjoy it again, I don't know. I'd have to rewatch it. It's on Tubi. So I'll check it out and see how I feel about it. So um because I do have like sort of a love hate relationship. Well, not love hate. I guess a love like thing with video game movies. Some of them are good, some are bad. Depends on how I feel about them. Like some I'll watch, some I just won't watch. Um, that goes for every movie. Um, yeah, I don't know the whole list of stuff. I have it on my laptop, but I'm not firing it up yet. I'm gonna wait till I'm all completely done and just then I'll do a whole video on, it'll be called Deconstructing the Drakensaga. And then you'll understand everything that went into it and inspired it. So out of these 10 pages, it was nice to go through that and not have to worry about expansion and shit. I should have put in the deleted scenes that I added in, like a little ones, like deleted scene, such and such. But that would have taken longer and it would have been more consuming. So, yeah, I've just been, cruising through it, not worrying about punctuation, honestly, just typing as I go. Um, I can tell my writing has been erratic because this is from 2000s. I want to say 2007, 2008, maybe. And it was erratic because I'd forget little words in between and it would come off sounding weird. Um, what else? There's just so much that went into it. Like, damn. Um, Putting in it like with the original story. Okay, one of the things was one of the plot points for it was that Trent didn't like Jaga folk. Yeah, he called him Jaga filth. And I'm like, man, that's an interesting dynamic. I could work that into a storyline, but how? And it's a taxing thing because then I have to sit here and be like, why does Trent hate the Jaga people so much? What did Jaga folk ever do to him? And it's a lot to work with, and there's so much more that goes into this. And I'd have to, go back, rework all this shit, make it coherent. Because he's from the old Republic and all that shit. So I can add in elements from the new trilogy and make it more coherent. But it would just be so weird. And it would be very convoluted to work it. So I don't know yet. Um, Definitely, Lucius is definitely OP as fucking this. Oh my god, he's so OP. How did I depower him? So I depowered him from. He used to be able to. He was able to wield force lightning. Um, Jesus Christ. Let's see. He survived. He's the definition of plot armor. It's so bad. If you don't know what plot armor is, that is basically where you have a character that cannot be killed, no matter how you do it. They can't die. They're basically an immortal and shit. So, but you have something like Highlander where, yes, they're an immortal, but they can die only if you cut off their head. Whereas if you kill them, if you mortally wound them, they'll die, but they'll come back. So, they live for centuries and all that good shit. So, yeah, Highlander was another inspiration too. Looking at that now, and yeah, definitely Highlander. Um, which one though? I think it was Endgame. Yeah, definitely Endgame. I love Highlander Endgame. My favorite Highlander movie. Next to uh The Search for Vengeance. Love that film. Oh god, anime is so awesome. Oh, love it. Mm-mm-mm. So good. Anyway, back to being OP and plot armor. Yeah, Lucius survived like the original initiation. He survived let's see, being stabbed straight in the chest twice. Um, he can wield force lightning. He was definitely more I'm trying to think. He was more obdurate, but also clingy as well. Um, Even like I changed a lot of shit. Uh, like I've mentioned this millions of times. You know, the main like the for me the main character was Lucius and Trixie. Nobody else mattered. Everybody else was like cardboard stand-ins and props and shit. So, example, even Lucius's relationship in the new trilogy, that did not exist in the original setup. There was like really no emotion between them except for um a few scenes that I wrote up, and that was it. Nothing else. And it was all cheesy shit that didn't really. Looking at it now, doesn't really fit right unless I was to put in, exposition for it and make it more reliable and more coherent. Um, that's one. Let me see what else was there. Um, Trent was original. Like I already brought up what Trent looked like and all that, but like there was, he killed Tyra originally. Okay, whereas I changed that to where it was Raven who killed Tyra, not him. So it was more sensible. Oh, she's cute. Check across the street. People breaking quarantine. There's hot folks. Kidding. But seriously, there is one. um, what else was there? Definitely changed. I changed a lot of people around. Everybody now has coherency and they make sense. They're not just there. A big thing I changed was originally in Redemption, Trinity got hit with a razor bug and she was rescued by Rick. And Rick turned her into a vampire to save her life. In the new trilogy, in the new version of Redemption, same setup. She gets hit with a razor bug, but she doesn't get rescued by Rick. He regards her with little acknowledgement and then just goes off and shit. And while we're on the subject of Rick, in the new version, um, Rick, Jade, Serenity, and Trisha Angel, that's his whole gang, and yeah, them and the Maverick twins. They all come to Jaga to help Lucius. In the new one, they come to Jaga to hunt Lucius. And I gave Rick a proper ending instead of how he was originally. Because I haven't gotten to the end of the story yet, because I don't remember what I did with him originally. So, new Rick uh, dies in a duel against Lucius in a 10-move fight. Because I've always loved the dynamic of beat me in 10 moves or 3 moves, 3 to 10 moves. Because it's one of those where where it's a tension thing and it builds up the suspense because, the first 3 moves, it's a test. You're testing each other's defense, offense. The remaining 7 moves, you're trying to kill each other and you want to build up that suspense for it and shit. So I built that up and I gave him a proper death that way. So he dies by Lucius's blade, and I wrote it up so it was so poetic and so deep at the same time that it came out amazingly. I love it. I forever love how I wrote that up. It's so beautiful. It's gorgeous. And a lot of the stuff I didn't cover in the ending of Redemption. I don't know what this girl's doing. Looking for something. I don't know. Anyway, a lot of the stuff I did in Redemption that I didn't cover, people's endings, like I covered some endings, but not everything. So the endings I didn't cover for people, I'll be wrapping up in Endgame, which saves a lot of time because Endgame will be its own separate entity, and it will be even bigger than Redemption probably. Because fuck, I have a lot of characters to cover. And I also definitely was inspired by Lauder. Easily. This new trilogy, Lauder all the way. Easily. Like, back then, it was Lauder, but I didn't really embrace that until... Why does she have fucking bags? I don't know. I'll find out eventually. um... Yeah, definitely Lauder, because the extended trilogy had so many characters. And, you know, not just you have the 9 of the Fellowship, plus you have the secondary characters. Everybody got a proper write off. And I love that so much. And rewriting my trilogy, I'm giving everybody a proper write off the way they should have been. So, yeah, definitely inspired by Lauder a lot. And definitely the character heaviness, too. Oh my god. So, yeah, I'm very happy with the progress I made. Will I finish it tonight? Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. Um, but yeah, 6 hours of that, I kicked a lot of ass and discovered a lot of shit at the same time. But yeah, like that list of stuff that inspired me has been growing, and it's like, wow, that's awesome. Um, although I think what else was there? There's something else, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, now I remember. The confrontation, the original confrontation between Lucius and Chuundar was literally everything got expanded as fuck. Like, it's crazy. Like, everybody was. Like, the Battle of Dennabar, everybody was helping each other. I took that and expanded the shit out of it so much because everybody was divided up. And I wanted everybody to be, you know, to have their own battle moment, I guess. I want to find out what this bitch is doing. It's driving me nuts. But I'm comfortable and don't feel like getting out of bed because I'm making a video. So, yeah. But yeah, I broke up the Battle of Dennabar perfectly and paced it properly because it was a large scale battle set all over town from every cardinal direction. So I had to work on oh 6 different parts. You know, obviously north, south, east, west, center of town, and the meadow. So, oh no, 7 because I had Lucius and Chuundar's duel and stuff, and even their pre-climax fight was a lot more dialogue, whereas in the new one I cut it down a lot, so it would be, you know, more plausible and more to the point instead of, you know, exposition. So there'll be a lot of contrasts and shit when you read it. So yeah, I'm excited to get this motherfucker done. I really am. My fingers hurt from typing so much, but it's damn well worth it. So I'm happy. And I'm anxious to see the hour count for how long it took me, because I've been keeping tabs on that on Twitter, because I made a thread of it, so that's fun. So that's what I've got for right now, and when I come back again, hopefully it'll be the final video for this, and then I'll do the deconstructing the Draken Saga after that and go from there. So till next time, like and subscribe for thoughts and prayers.